Hi guys and welcome to My Dangerous Life. I did not expect to be able to play this. This game isn't even out yet. Geeko Games, the publisher, they came to me and asked if I wanted to play this. This game officially comes out on the 23rd on Steam. But they're like, "Hey Melly, you wanna play before it launches?" And I was like, "Yeah." Because they are the same people. The artist is the same person who drew this other visual novel that's a plus 18 that has bees, and I've cosplayed from it, and so I wanted to play it because I was just like, oh, they're the same people from the bees. New York, the largest city in the world. I was starting a new life here today. Wow, this place is so different from Japan. I could already feel a difference in the air as I got off at Grand Central Station, and the English melody that surrounded me. I'm finally back. I'm not a nostalgic person, but since I was born here, I lived here when I was young, although I didn't have any memories of it. I was deep in thought and didn't yet realize what hardships were awaiting me. Oh, hey! Sorry! A man bumped into my shoulder and walked past me with his eyes downcast. I could hear loud voices in the distance. I followed the man with my eyes, but only for a brief moment. Hey! Ugh, shut up. I'm done with you. I'm not cheating on you. How many times do I have to say it? Yeah, you're gonna say that what the heart and what the body wants are two different things, right? Stop following me and never come near me again. Oh, are they fighting? Those two guys over there. I shouldn't look. I'm on my way to the real estate agent right now. Ooh, I want to look. Can we look? I quickly left. That I would run into a situation like that the moment I arrived. Just as that thought went through my head. Huh? Whoa! A red car drove past right in front of me. That was dangerous. Why does this stuff keep happening to me? I should be more careful. A moment later, I was angry at myself for thinking that like that. A man was walking slowly through the mass of people swarming the city. Again? Chad! His soft hair was moving in the breeze, and the scent of his cologne lay in the air. Whoa, this place is so different from Japan. Huh? Small guy with black hair. Looks like he's on his own. Chad chuckled at the small figure in this large city. Although he couldn't see his face, he felt sure that boy had very innocent features. Completely different from himself. So pure. To the point he wanted to break him. Stop being yandere already! I don't even know you yet! At the thought crossed Chad's mind, the boy looked back at him. Chad quickly said, "Well, sorry." He bumped into the boy but didn't look back and just kept walking, hiding his face. What am I doing? There was a small grin on Chad's face. Pure things made him want to contaminate them, and cute things made him want to break them. He purposely left to avoid those bad urges. Chad didn't turn back until the boy was out of sight, but it will become more apparent later on that it was no use. Oh no! Well, I mean, he's kind of cute, so. Ugh, shut up! I'm done with you. I'm not cheating on you. How many times do I have to say it? Yeah, you're going to say that when the heart and what the body wants are two different things, right? His name is Brad. Stop following me and never come near me again. Two men were arguing in the square. Wait, Brad! Ugh, you're so annoying. Brad slapped away the hand that was reaching for him. Out of the corner of his eye, he could see a boy running away. Who is that small guy? He looks cute. Fuck! Brad? I don't feel like fighting anymore. You're lucky. Never talk to me again. Brad raised a hand in mock salute and walked away. His face was calm, but he let out a long sigh. I'm really not lucky in love. I was going to hit on that boy, but he isn't here anymore. He disappeared so quickly. I really have zero luck in love. Passerby looked away, intimidated by Brad's sudden shout. I am going after him. He is a cutie. A bright red car was speeding through the winding. Don't tell me. There's another boy in the car. Why did my brother have to hold me up today? I can't just leave things like this, but the car sped up as if it were expressing his unpleasant feelings. I need to calm down. Why am I so angry? At that moment... Whoa. He almost hit a boy who was about to cross the street. Alan gasped, taken completely by surprise. I love these names. That black hair. What is he doing? Even if I hit him, it would have been his own fault, daydreaming like that. He tried to remember what the boy he had just passed looked like, but he only caught a brief glimpse of him. Alan sighed again. He thought they had made eye contact, but it must have been his imagination. What a mess. I need to get to the university. I hope something will lift my mood there. Alan drove on through the city, an unpleasant expression on his beautiful face. Fuck, I just got the achievement. Welcome to New York. Oh, I get to choose? Oh, shit. A university student and the landlord of the shared apartment. A middleman and member of the Gang 66. He's a con man. Well, I love my choices. Eeny, miny, mo. I really don't want to go. But I really do. For so fuck me, you... I know. Okay. Eeny, miny, mo. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a lover by its toe. If they holler, don't really let them go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, but this guy looks so yandere. Oh, I want to. But this guy, I felt that. Like, he can't find love. I felt that. Shit. $10, this guy's like the true route. $10. I am a hoe. I am a hoe. That's it. That's a hoe. An abandoned building. Footsteps were approaching. Ugh. I tried to shout out, but I was immediately prevented from doing so. Tape was fastened over my mouth. Damn, I won't be able to make a sound with my mouth taped up. On top of that, my body was tied up with a rope and I couldn't move an inch. There was no way I could escape. While these thoughts were chasing each other around in my head, I could hear footsteps drawing closer. They stopped right next to the door at the room I was trapped in. How the fuck things have turned? Holy shit! I could vaguely make out the figures of several people through the gaps in the broken door. 3 men were standing on the other side. They all looked like gangsters. Damn it, isn't that 66 Brad? The man who was restraining me clicked his tongue. This was a really bad situation. I surveyed the faces of the men and wondered if they were planning to do something even worse to me. Oh, he is so cute! What the fuck? Hey, Brad. Join us. You've been hanging out since forever, right? I'll help out your friends a lot, too. I know that joining you guys will help them, but... The conversation sounded unsettling. The guy seemed to be well known around these parts if my kidnappers recognized him. No matter how much noise we make, doing this will affect the general public, right? It can't be helped. You didn't used to be like this, did you? Everyone accepts you as the leader, or rather as the guy who gets into brawls. You used to be way more provocative and dangerous, right? At that moment, I could hear another person's footsteps approaching. You still haven't gotten to the point. The person called Brad heaved a deep sigh. The man who just walked up to the others was wearing a suit and had a similar aura as Brad. There wasn't any need for you to come here. I called him over. Since you two are together, I thought it would be easier to persuade you with him here. The atmosphere shifted slightly. Then I'm sorry to disappoint you. What? I broke up with him yesterday. It's not as if I agreed to that, though. What? Accept it already. The whole reason for it is that you cheated on me. You've been doing whatever you feel like without a second thought. It's such a trivial thing, so stop grumbling. Trivial? What's happening? Looks like they're all kind of trouble brewing here. I could feel the tension in the air all the way through the door. If this goes on, I will be trapped in here forever. Even though I know that, I can't do much about it, can I? Ugh. Don't make a fuss. Keep quiet. Ugh. I tried to say something, but I felt another punch right then. Well, you don't need to answer straight away. Just calm down for now. I am calm. Me too. Huh. The conversation went on a while, struggling in my seat. Think about it, Brad. It's not like I called you here for a lover's quarrel. Exactly. It would really help if you could lead our group like you did in the past. Please consider it. The men dragged their feet as they left. It seemed as though they disappeared for now. After watching them leave, I began to strain against my bonds again. Ugh! Hey, shut up. At that very moment, someone there? A sharp voice carried through the door. For a moment, I was so shocked that I stopped moving, but then I began to struggle again so he would notice me. I just hear... Ugh. I could hear footsteps coming towards us. Or me. Please stop. Please spot me. Help me. There's a creaking sound, and a man entered the room. Huh? He spotted the guy who had tied me up and furrowed his brow. He shot him an icy look. I felt a shiver run down my back. What are you doing here? His voice was dreadfully cold. This is 66 territory. I'm sorry for trespassing. That's not what I was asking. I wanted to know what the hell you were doing tying up a weak guy like that and then taping his mouth shut. No way, you make it sound like I'm bullying a weak person. I was just trying to get back what I'm owed. Put your hands in the air. Brad didn't seem to believe the man, and his tone of voice remained cold. The man slowly raised his hands. Brad gave the man a once-over and began to search his clothes. Then Brad pulled a small sack out of one of the pockets. What's this? Brad raised the bundle over his head in an intimidating manner. I was so scared at that point that my whole body was trembling. The man clenched his teeth in frustration as Brad tossed the bundle to the ground. Then he began crushing it with his foot, and white powder bellowed onto the ground. What are you doing? I don't allow drugs in my territory. That's the rule. After glancing at the powder scattered over the ground for a second, the man locked eyes with Brad again. What are you talking about? Don't all 66 guys take drugs? What do you mean? If I saw them doing drugs, I would stop them immediately. That stuff is strictly forbidden here since it will hinder our integration back into society. Huh. What do you mean back into society? The kind of thing's impossible for people like us. Silence stretched out between them. A guy who thinks that we'll never manage it? Are you trying to pick a fight with me right now? No way. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm like, okay, they want to fight. The man completely lost his composure and his face went a sickly shade of green. I'm not as surprised as to pick a fight with you. Stupid. Not surprised. I just can't read. Maybe the problem here is I can't read. Then get lost. Also, if you're looking to collect some kind of debt, do it in your own territory. Yes, my bad. With a frustrated grumble, the man prepared to head off and turned to pick me up. Oh no. If it goes on like this, I'll just end up being trapped somewhere else. Yeah, Brad, please. Help. I looked desperately at Brad, trying to make him help me. He met my gaze. And at that moment... Hold on a sec.
Brad called out to the man. What? Why do you tape his mouth shut? You going to kill him? Huh? Goosebumps rose all across my skin. It's not that I expected this, but I had tried not to think about it. It's not really any of your business, is it? True. But he was looking at me like an abandoned puppy, so I just wanted to put in a word or two. Brad came towards us. Even though it was on the defense, I seemed to have asked for help with my eyes. Even though he was said to be an infamous gangster, Brad's eyes were clear. I swallowed. He's smiling. I'm just going to collect back the debt that is owed to me, so it's all fine, right? Yes, the rules are rules after all. But... Ugh. Brad started removing the tape from across my mouth. It felt as if my skin was being pulled off with it, but I felt so grateful I tried to ignore the pain. He might be able to help me. Help? The moment the tape had been peeled off, I began to talk. I have no idea what's going on. This all just happened out of the blue. I didn't do anything. Shut up, don't talk rubbish. But you... Something struck my ear with a great force. My cheek felt hot. Even though I knew that I had been punched, the pain came a few seconds later. I must have bit my tongue because blood was flowing from my mouth. Brad was staring at the two of us silently. Isn't he going to do anything? Brad, don't listen to this guy. We'll get out of your hair, so just ignore him. No. Shut up. Isn't this interesting? Huh? Brad's statements made the man freeze. Brad was looking at us and snickered. He seemed really pleased. It's nice to see that guy's face in pain. Is that why you tied him up and played with him like that? What? Brad grinned, but the man seemed at a loss for words. Just like I was. What's going on here? What's wrong with everyone? I screamed silently. However, I wouldn't recommend hurting such a cute face. Aim for the body instead. Brad laughed in amusement. What do you want? The man seemed angry at the way Brad was grinning. I myself had no idea what was going on. Me neither. Nothing in particular, it's just that Brad looked somber as he lifted my face up to stare into my eyes. I could see my reflection in his pupils. My heart was pounding in my chest. It's just that I've taken an interest in this guy. Poor thing, his pretty face is all red now. What? I scolded and felt my cheeks burn. Are you trying to interfere? Not really. That's not what I was thinking. If a person pretends to be clueless despite breaking the rules, he deserves to be punished. Brad let go of my face rather roughly. In that case, will you quit interfering? Wait, no, help me! Really, I'm just a victim. I didn't do anything. Brad stared at the man in silence. Then he turned back to me again. What did you say? Speak up. Thank God. I came here as an exchange student, but when I arrived at my new apartment, this guy was there. That's a lie. I think he'd been drinking with his friends. The police arrived soon after that. I thought he was going to help me out of the situation, but he ended up trapping me here instead. He's totally making up that story. I really have no idea what's going on. I couldn't hide the desperation in my voice. I was a change of confusing incidents. On my first day here, some scary-looking strangers had been hanging around the apartment I was supposed to move into. As I'd been able to ask to them what was going on, we'd been chased down by the police and I ended up here. Will you please just stay here quietly for a week? I'll check on you once a day. It'll be a problem if you starve to death. What the fuck? I recounted what the man had said to me after taking me here. Whatever crime I was being involved in here, I was really scared. Is that true? He's lying. I'm simply his friend. What? That's not true. Stared at me wordlessly as if testing me. You have to believe me. Help me. I was sure that that he would be my final chance to ask anyone for help, so I shouted out loudly. Brad looked at me, concerning what I'd said.
Mr. Brad, please believe me. I'd hate if I ended up dying like this. Why did any of this have to happen? I was desperate.
Mr. Brad, huh? You swear you're telling the truth?
Yes! Brad smiled, and this time it looked more sincere.
I'll swear it too.
The man hurriedly interrupted our conversation, and Brad shot him a warning look.
I'm sorry, but I'm actually really good at reading people. What? I'm with this guy.
Thank God. Thank you very much. Brad reached towards the rope that was bound around me.
Don't move!
Huh? I saw a flash of silver come from the corner of my eye. A knife? I froze. The pointed end was aimed straight at Brad. Fear and anxiety bubbled inside of me. What if he dies because he helped me? Read about Brad's perspective? What?
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, we're doing that. Okay. No, you know what? We're saving. Quick save. Yes, please. Is there another way I can like actually save? Yes, sweetheart. Yes. Anyways, you guys, I'll see you guys in my next video, in my next live stream. This is interesting. It's really interesting. We'll see what happens with this. Anyways, you guys, see you next time. Bye. Jane. Have a good one.